This is my mom, Laura, and she's going to share some of her favorite family traditions.
Well, my most favorite was every Easter we went to my grandparents' house, and my grandfather and the dads used to number all the hard-boiled eggs that were already pre-colored. We colored them.
Because they didn't have plastic ones back then.
No plastic, no. And all the dads would collect their coins and give them to my grandfather, and at the end we'd add up all the numbers on all these hard-boiled eggs, and then we'd get like $1.50, $2.25 or whatever, and it was just really made special by my grandparents.
I love that you still remember that.
It was the best. The other thing I remember is Christmas time, and on Christmas Eve we always went to my grandparents' house, but my dad could sing, and he could sing very well, and he'd walk around the house singing White Christmas every Christmas Eve, and it just made it extra special. And at my grandparents' house we were allowed to open just one gift each, and it was extra fun.
I think it's sweet that some of your favorite traditions involve your grandparents, because obviously you guys are really involved in my kids' life, and it's something you have to work at times to be really involved with your grandkids and to invest in them and even do those same things like your grandpa always did.
Yeah, it was great fun.
Is there anything you did with my brother and I that you remember that you purposefully did as a tradition?
Oh my goodness, you didn't.
I didn't warn you that.
No.
Well, I guess I can share because you're the one who taught me to hang crepe paper for birthdays.
Oh, and balloons. But we just used to have a lot of fun. And the tea parties. The tea parties after school.
Tea parties, which I also did with my kids. So
yeah,
that passed on from generation to generation.
Did that with you and with Scott. It was great.
So now I'm with my dad. You can see the resemblance. But he's going to share some of his favorite family traditions.
Well, I remember every Sunday we'd have anybody in the family. I'm from a family of 7 children, so we would have open house. My mother and dad would have an open house on Sunday afternoons. Every Sunday, anybody that wanted to could stop by, and frequently we had a house full. That was the biggest thing I remember.
Oh, and you said she always made the same food.
Yeah, we always had fried chicken.
What's not to love about fried chicken?
Crisco, that's it. But it was great. It was really good.
Any other from childhood or from?
I think some of my favorite things were when we would travel with my mom and dad back to Kansas. We'd drive from California to Kansas. When my mother was with us, we would stop. When my dad was driving with just the boys, no stopping. 35 straight hours to Kansas.
Oh, there's a tradition.
Yeah,
no bathrooms. Do you remember anything we've done since you became our dad? Anything we've done through the years as a family that?
Well, I know one big tradition that I've always had to fall prey to, and that was my daughter learned a thing about the Mayday Ferry.
Oh, yes.
So I had to.
You had to be my Mayday Fairy when I wasn't in town to give my mom Mayday flowers.
I would go buy flowers or pick some flowers. Most of the time I would buy them.
Pick a weed.
Put them at the front door, knock, and then run away, and she knew who it was.
Yeah, I think in another part in the video I'm going to explain about Mayday, so I'll flush that one out. But I did appreciate all those times that you did the Mayday Fairy for me. This is my oldest daughter, and what are some of your favorite family traditions?
My favorite was having chocolate milk 2 times a week, but now it makes me sick, so it's not my favorite anymore.
Yeah, I primarily did chocolate milk when we had a long way to drive for church. So we always did on church days, Sunday and Wednesday. This is my oldest son, and do you have any family traditions that stand out in your mind?
I remember growing up, every time we went to the beach, we'd always get ice cream after.
It was a sweet treat. This is my middle daughter. Tell us some of your favorite family traditions.
My favorite growing up was probably getting ice cream after the beach. We literally just called it tradition.
Apparently I thought I started that, but I found out recently your grandpa actually started spoiling you guys on every trip to the beach.
But I thought it started in Jupiter.
It did, but Papa started it and I carried it on.
I can see that.
Yep.
Lately, I think my favorite tradition has been just the nativity every Christmas time. He always stressed the importance of that.
So reading the books that have the Advent stories?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's enjoyable to focus every December. Any other traditions?
I don't think so.
Why are you eating?
I really want the Twizzler.
So this is my middle son.
Jacob.
What is one of your favorite family traditions, or if you have more than one?
My favorite family tradition would be family night, where we would get dinner out or at a store and then come back and usually play a game or watch something.
Do you have any others?
Yes.
Yes.
Recently, my mom and I have had a tradition of reading a biblical book and reading our favorite cartoons on Instagram.
Yep, usually before bed. And he plays with my hair, which he knows scores major points with Mom. This is my youngest daughter. What are some favorite family traditions of yours?
My favorite tradition is when our cousins used to come before after Christmas, and all of us and cousins would make this play for the parents and make desserts. And I remember one time we used to have strings.
Oh, like ribbons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ribbons.
They would act, they would sing. One year it was all the Frozen songs. We had scripts,
Yeah.
talent shows, and there were 10 of you.
Yeah.
Now there's more, but any other family traditions?
I liked when we used to go to family's house for the July.
Mm-hmm.
And we see the fireworks set on the lawn, and one time it was raining, so we got to see lightning along with the fireworks.
That was so cool. We
Yeah.
have God's fireworks and man's fireworks. We haven't done that every year. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but most of the years that's your memory of 4th of July.
Yeah.
And we were with our church families.
Mhm. And another one is when I was sleeping on the tree before Christmas.
This one likes to sleep under the Christmas tree. She's made her own tradition, and so I wonder if she'll do that with her family. I would never want to sleep in the living room on the carpet, but she loves it.
Hi.
This is my youngest son. Do you have any favorite family traditions?
Yes.
Tell us about them.
Staying up as late as I want my birthday. And what's the other one? Always going on vacation.
Always.
Every year. Hopefully.
You like family vacations?
Yes.
Why?
Because they're fun. You don't have to do school. And
No
you
school, few chores.
And you get to see mountains.
Yes.
You don't have any here in Florida.
Can you think of any other family traditions that you love?
No. We go to Publix every family night, which is Friday. And hugging Mom every morning when I wake up.
Well, this is my husband, and he's going to share some of his favorite family traditions that we have created in our own family.
Yeah, one of the most enjoyable traditions we have is the family night, going out to Publix for dinner, giving each of the kids a certain amount of money to go buy what they want, and not enough for them to have a great meal, but enough to have a good meal. But they team up together and end up having what they love, and it forces them to work on economics and teamwork and be creative. Mom has to overlook some of the choices for dinner.
The gummy worms?
Yeah, the gummy worms and the
Soda.
but other than that, it is an enjoyable time for the kids. They all seem to love that.
Yeah, I think that's something they'll always remember, is us giving them $5 each and going to the grocery store to choose their, what was it, drink, main course, and dessert.
Dessert.
Yeah. Well, thanks for sharing.
Mhm.